What's up, guys? We are filming what's in my wallet. I have a total of 9 credit cards. No, that's a lie. I have a total of 9 cards. A few of them are debit cards, but most of what's in my wallet, which shouldn't even be in my wallet, are business credit cards because I'm an entrepreneur. We're going to start with this Capital One card because I don't have anything against Capital One, and it's really not their fault, but Capital One is one of the businesses, I don't know if it's like companies that their business credit cards report to your personal credit. So any spending you do on this card will go on your personal credit report and affects your personal credit, which is a bad thing for people who already have good credit, because one, business balances are a lot higher, and if your business credit card has a balance of, like, depending on what you spend, like $30,000, but you're going to pay it off, but still they're checking when it has $30,000 and you're paying at the end of the month, that's going to really, really hurt your personal credit. But it could be good if you are rebuilding your personal credit and you're using your business credit cards and keeping small balances on them, or paying them off like every 15 or whatever, how many days it is when they check. That could be good for you, but for me, that was not the best. So that's one of the reasons why this card is in my wallet, but it doesn't get used, and it's cash back. There's nothing like amazing about it. It's just kind of there. So that's this card. This is the Capital One Spark business card. Yeah. Now we're gonna move on to, I'm just going in order with the stack, but this American Express Gold card is next. This is one of my few personal credit cards. I do have one Sephora card that I didn't include in the pile because I got that card when I was 19. I had just turned 19, and that was before I knew about points and miles, and I'm really, really sad about it, but it is what it is. So anyway, this is a card. I just got this card. It's February 26th. I got this card in early November, and so far I love it. I love the free cheesecake that I get every month with the $10 dining credits. The experience has been great. I got 100,000 bonus points as my sign-up offer, and so having 6 figures in Amex points it's been amazing. I plan on using my points to transfer to Delta SkyMiles because I just find that to be the most valuable for me. Hotels are a little tricky for me, just because I don't have like a loyal brand I don't have a brand that I'm loyal to. I don't necessarily care for Marriott more than Hilton. It depends on where I am. If there's a nicer hotel that's not in those brands, I'll stay there. Hotels is a little too tricky for me. But flights, and I've heard of people, you have to join some Facebook groups. People are taking like 48,000 mile trips to Paris and all these different places, but you do have to transfer your points, because trying to book travel in the Amex travel portal is going to be always more expensive, and you just don't get the best value from it. So you definitely need to research and know how to do that. But this card, if you spend a lot of money and you are just looking for something to elevate your lifestyle and make your life easier, I for sure recommend this card. For sure recommend it. Next is the American Express Blue. What is this? I gotta be careful with turning these cards around. If you want to laugh, go to my very first ever YouTube video. It was a video on business credit, and I was in the video waving my cards around. Like, I had to go and edit it and put stickers over all the cards because I just didn't think of it at the time. I'm a little smarter now, but still just a little easy to forget. This is the Business Plus card. This is actually one of my favorite business credit cards for people who are, 1, if you're new to business credit, 2, if you don't spend a lot of money, and 3, you just started your business in general. I don't recommend you going and get the business gold card, because 1, the annual fee is a lot for someone who's not making money yet, and if you barely make $100 a month, you having to pay an annual fee is just not a smart business decision. But also, you can get points, you can build your relationship with American Express and start your points journey without the weight of the higher tier credit cards. So this is it's a really simple card, and it's 0% APR for the first 12 months, and there's no annual fee on it. So this is a pretty easy everyday business credit card that I recommend. It's not one of the fancier cards. It's not metal or anything, but it's a pretty good credit card, and I think you do get value from it. So next is the Business Cash card, which this will be good if you're not into travel. I know travel is something that's over romanticized and people talk about it all the time, but the reality is not everybody likes to travel or has a desire to travel. So if that's you, these cards are the same. It's just that instead of getting points, you would get cash back for the cash card, which is self-explanatory, but just some people, need things said out loud for them, and that's perfectly fine. So next is my debit card. I had Bank with Bank of America for now. After I turn 25, if they start charging me monthly fees, I'm out of there. There's nothing special about Bank of America. And you know what? I'm gonna say how I feel about Bank of America, because I actually had a business bank account with them for over a year, and they were charging me $30 in monthly fees, which I should have known better. And I think I knew, and at the beginning I didn't care, but then I started to care, and I'm like, why am I paying $30 a month to say that I bank with Bank of America? Like, why am I doing this? And it was very upsetting for me, because that's a lot of money. It adds up over, the course of a year or 2 years. So then I switched to the American Express business checking account, which, hold on, find my card, which I like a lot more. And so, well, how do we get here? Hold on. That was my personal, it's my personal Bank of America account. There's nothing special about it. I never use my debit card. I haven't used my debit card in years, because credit is going to do it for me every time. Like, if you're not getting the points, at least get cash back. It's like paying with a coupon. Like, like, I just don't understand, unless you are like a recovering, I was going to say something. Sorry. Unless you're like a recovering credit card, user, or you struggle with discipline, and, you rack up debt with your credit cards, there's no reason you need to be using your debit card, unless you just, but why wouldn't you rather get the points or the miles and travel for free, like, or get the cash back? Like I said, like, whatever. I was gonna say something so out of pocket. Anyway, though, let's just go to the next card, which is the American Express business checking account. When you do sign up for this account, you get 30,000 bonus points, which was something that I thought was amazing. And this is just what I love American Express. Like, American Express will just always be superior to any other bank, because they do it better. They think about us. But anyway, yeah, so I can't complain. I've only had the account for a couple months. So far, so good. And they also give you something that I thought was really, really cool, interest on the money you have in your checking account, which Bank of America, if they did, it was probably 0.01%, because they don't think about us. And I don't know if they do that on business checking accounts. So American Express, if you're looking for a business checking account, for sure, look into them. And then let's go into my next business credit card, which is the Gold SkyMiles card. This is another one of my favorite business credit cards. I think I have like 3 or 4 favorites. This one is like, the Business Blue Plus card is a really good card in general, but for me personally, this Gold SkyMiles card is like my favorite business credit card ever, until I get the Delta Reserve card, which is the purple metal card. I'm getting that in like a month or 2, and I'm so excited about that one. Like, I genuinely cannot wait. Let me tell you a funny story, which is really not that funny, because it was really embarrassing. But so I got this card, I think I had just turned 20, and I really didn't know anything about business credit. So I'm still learning. I'm still like on this journey of like learning the benefits and reading about the extensive list of things that the card comes with and what it doesn't come with. So when I see SkyMiles, that was cool at the time, whatever. So then I take a trip 2 months later in December. I got this card in October. It's now December. I'm at the airport with 2 of my friends. I'm like, guys, like, I have the Delta SkyMiles card. We can go into the Delta Sky Lounge. We get there, and the guy's looking at me like, like, why are you here? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I have the Delta Gold SkyMiles card. And he's like, let me see the card, and I give it to him. He's like, yeah, you can't come, like, you don't have access. And I'm like, I don't have access. Like, I was so embarrassed. So with the Delta Gold Sky Miles card, if you're new to this or you just don't know, you don't get free access to the Sky Lounge. You can buy it though, but you don't get free access. But with the Delta Reserve card, you do get complimentary access to the Delta Sky Lounge and to the Centurion, I don't know if I said that right, lounges, which was American Express's lounges. So yeah, I plan on going back to the airport with my 2 friends, and we're gonna go back to the Sky Lounge and redeem ourselves, because that was out of control and embarrassing. But anyway, this card, you get 2 times the miles on restaurants, Facebook ad, not just Facebook ads, but ads in general, and shipping. So if you have an e-com store and you're shipping out products and you're running ads, this is like the best card you could have besides the business gold card. But I'm going to tell you something about the business gold card that I don't appreciate. The annual fee for the business gold card is $295. For the personal card is $250, right? But you get less benefits with the business gold card. They don't give you the Uber Eats cash. They don't give you the $10 dining credit. They don't give you anything besides the 4 points. So I think that's really like shady on American Express's part to increase the annual fee but decrease the benefits. And I plan on talking to a customer service rep about that, because, I really just don't appreciate it. As an American Express customer, I'm just upset about that. And then also with this card, you get a free checked bag, and you get $100 Delta credit every single year that you spend $10,000 or more. The card is so valuable. I get so much value from this card. I don't even use the free $100 that they give me because I don't know what to use it on, because I'm getting so much value from the miles. And when I'm on the plane, I'm not like buying things. That's just not my vibe. Like, I don't buy things on the plane. So it just literally goes to waste. But so yeah, if you want my I was gonna I gotta get off the camera because I'm saying like a lot of out-of-pocket things. Anyway, then I have the Citizens Bank business checking account debit card for one of my LLCs that the state told me, well, I was under the impression that it was dissolved, but apparently it's just been revoked, which I don't know what that means at all. And I don't even know why they revoked it because I didn't do anything wrong. But that's for this. So I guess, I don't know, Citizens Bank is cool. It doesn't have any monthly fees. So again, if you're looking for checking, I would either do Citizens Bank or American Express, but definitely go to the American Express route. You just get more value. Stay away from Bank of America at any and all cost. But there's nothing like special about it. It's just, it does what it's supposed to do. And then the last card is the Discover It business credit card, and I actually don't even know because I have the personal one of these too. So technically I have 12 cards in my wallet that I need to take out of my wallet. But yeah, it's 12, not 9. This is another one of the cards that report to your personal credit. So Capital One and Discover, if you are not wanting them to do that, you need to stay away from those two. I think Chase, I don't know because I've never had a Chase card, but American Express does not report to their business cards don't report to personal, and they only do a hard check on your credit once. I don't believe that American Express ever did a hard check on my credit for any of my business credit cards. I've never seen it. I never got an alert for it, which is pretty amazing. So that's just something to keep in mind. And that kind of wraps up all my cards. I have a lot of cards. I know some people have like stacks and stacks and stacks of cards, and I don't understand why. I get trying to maximize, you know, your points in the different categories, but unless you're spending, not making, but spending like $8,000, $10,000 a month, I'm really not seeing why you would have all these different cards. Because like I've said in previous videos, let's say you spend $1,000 a month on one card, but you know, you have like the Hilton Honors card, and it takes like, and then one night at a Hilton hotel is 80,000 points, and it takes you forever to get one night. Wouldn't you rather just put all of the money on one card and get the value that way? That's just what makes sense to me. But if it doesn't make sense to you, I guess to each their own. You're grown, you do what you want. But yeah, so that's the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.